All right, good evening. Welcome to the April 17th Park Commission meeting. We'll start with the Pledge of Allegiance. I pledge allegiance to the flag of the United States of America and to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all. All right, we do have a quorum. Snuck one in. No public to speak. All right, we got review of minutes from our March 20th meeting.
Make a motion to approve minutes for March 20th.
I'll second that.
We have a motion from Sam, second by Jim. All in favor? So moved. Perfect. All right, we got a park use permit for High Peaks Paddle Fest. You want to hit us up with anything on that, Pat?
There was a memo put out, basically, there's some stipulations that they have to get, some loopholes they have to get through, like a state permit and so on. There's a couple of things they need to cover that they didn't cover in the past. So once that gets covered, then basically right now what we can do, we can vote on passing this through the commission, but it's going to be pending an approval from the select.
And
all
on
those.
these 5 bullet points here too?
Yeah.
Yep. All right.
Those are the major points.
So last year was the first year and it was a crappy day, if I remember the wind.
Yeah, and they weren't prepared. I mean,
Yeah.
there's some things they gotta get better at, but we talked about it the other day and, you know, the meeting went well. There's just a couple of things on the state side that they gotta cover.
Perfect.
Permit-wise.
All right, we'll entertain a motion on that.
Make a motion to approve the permit for High Peaks Paddle Fest pending the state watercraft event permit, the list of boats and people registered to each boat, written safety and accountability plan, documented training sign off, and written authority to incident command for go, no go.
I'll second that.
Motion from Sam, second by Jim. All in favor? All right, so moved. And then we're gonna sneak in, under permits, we have another one here for the Strawberry Festival. You guys probably don't have a copy of that. No stipulations on that one, correct, Pat? No. We're all set with that. They got everything they
This was
need.
a late permit that came in.
Yep, so they're coming in, it's July 10th is the festival itself, and that's the Strawberry Festival in Quasic, so I'll entertain a motion on that.
So moved.
All right.
I'll second.
Motion from Sam, second by Jim. All in favor? All right, so moved. Cranking. Got any new business you want to hit us with? Or you want me just to jump down and continuing? All right. Gazebo, we got some new photos from somebody.
Oh, looks like somebody else did some digging.
I'll tell you what, that's like figures.
Cool.
That's some cool stuff.
Cool stuff, right?
Where'd you find all this stuff?
Actually, Reed saw it in a magazine at the spa in town.
Oh, really? Okay.
He came running into the alley and was like, look at this, this would be great. And so then I did some research and I told him, I said if he could make it tonight, but I didn't hear back. So, but anyways.
I kind of put some things in as a kind of like a little background of the company, Whole Trees. Like Sam, I think you were saying in your text, they're opening a place up in Ashland.
Yeah,
Ashland,
yeah, Ashland. So it's out of Wisconsin,
Wisconsin.
right? Wisconsin was the original where the magazine that they built this kind of cool outdoor
That's really cool.
pavilion for on the water there in Wisconsin, and then they had just been approved. What do you call it? A plant. I don't know what it's called, but
This was just
yeah.
a couple of pictures too.
Yeah.
I could have gone nuts.
Yeah.
Oh, I'm sure.
So I don't know as far as reaching out to them, and I'm sure they're eager to get their stamp on some places and help out. And then there's this other one. This was just completely different. This Essex House in Vermont is this barn-like structure outdoor, a little more simple, but still very cool looking. That is not with the company. That's a different.
I put a little description of the town it was in, because it kind of resembles, I don't know, Rangeley. If you look at, you know, it's in the middle of like a small little quaint town with shopping, restaurants, And I mean, to have something like this, could bring people in, make money for the town. And it's one of the big points, I mean, of having something like that in the park.
Mhm.
Can you reach out to that other company, or do you give them just what you're looking for dimension wise, and they kind of give you ideas of stuff, or?
Are you talking from this?
Yeah, playing
Yes.
the guy that's coming to Maine, that company.
Oh, yeah,
I don't know, I'd just be interested to see what they came up with and
right.
price wise and stuff. I love natural logs and stuff.
Mhm.
Mhm.
It's beautiful.
Mhm. The natural log stuff is really well here.
Yeah, definitely. Definitely. Yeah, that's good. Thank you, Sam. Thank you, Pat, for digging into that a little bit more too. All right, so yeah, if you can get any more information from them, definitely take a look at that. Town Park Dock, is that done or?
So I'm still waiting on the owner, that from Easy Docs, trying to figure out if we could set up prior to July 1st.
Oh, it's the new docks we're buying. I'm sorry.
Yeah.
I thought that, okay, yeah, okay.
Yeah,
Bring that up.
because last meeting we had talked about looking into seeing if somehow we can get on the schedule and get things moving, just because of the tariffs coming in, and I don't know if it's gonna affect it or not, but just trying to get things rolling.
Yeah, definitely get us in line and see what we can save, maybe some money. Who knows?
So you talking about like the new, like section of the dock or?
So it's gonna be a mirror image of
Yeah,
what we
yeah,
have
yeah.
down there right now, just flipped onto the
Yeah,
other side.
okay.
So you're gonna, when you're coming in and out with your trailer or with the boat, I mean, you're gonna have slips on both sides.
So is that something that you haven't ordered yet? Used?
No, but we're in the process.
Okay.
The selectmen and the budget committee both
Yeah,
agreed to it in the budget, so
Oh,
it's
cool.
just gotta get passed in June.
Oh, okay.
We'll have the funding for it.
All right.
so if it passes in June, we're trying to figure out if we can get on his schedule. You
Right.
may be able to work us in before July 1st.
Yeah, right. You could-
Knowing that we have the
that'd be
vote
awesome.
passed.
Yeah,
We're gonna
yeah.
have the money July 1st, so if we can get started in mid-June before the 3rd, that'd be huge.
That'd be
And
awesome.
then we're gonna put a nameplate down there for you on one of the slips.
No.
So-
Well, yeah.
Save you.
Yeah, park commission.
Yeah, right. Reserve, right, yeah, that's right. Oh, perfect. Library loop update, what do we got there?
We're coming in spring right now, things are drying out, warming up. There's painting to be done on a lot of the signposts.
Yeah.
The 2 signs that are on, the stone, like down the, Shell Road there.
Yeah.
We need to make that plush, like we need to dig out the hole.
And bury
put it
it,
in,
yeah.
Bury it.
Right.
Just minor.
Then how about the main sign itself? Was you still gonna be able to lower that somehow?
I just gotta talk to Earl, get them on board with that.
Right. To me, that's like one of my biggest concerns, because it's still, if you stand there, it's wicked high to the top, looking up at it.
Yeah, I know what you mean.
Besides that, it looks good. It'd be nice to get it, to get them painted and all that. Cool.
Very nice.
And then spring cleanups, or basically the parks, there's a lot of dirt this year. Some grass, there's a couple of spots, it looks like we're gonna have to do a little patchwork, but just typical spring cleanups. We're pretty much we got the snow fence down and everything, so. Crossing tennis courts, or the nets are up. We haven't put out the pickleball nets yet, we're gonna do that probably mid-May. But the swings are up. Kids are playing basketball.
How about the playground area? Is that anything has to be done with that, or is that's all got done?
It's all
right?
good. There might be a couple of minor things around the edges, like kind of cutting the edges back.
Right.
But beyond that, I mean, the playground's in great shape.
Yeah.
Did the grass ever catch that you guys planted last fall? I know it was dry when you planted it.
Over,
By the basketball, by the tennis courts and everything, right on that side. Did
Yeah.
it end up catching a little bit?
well, yeah.
Yeah. It was a tough year last year.
Oh, Yep.
All right, did we end up buying those portable pickleball Nets?
Yeah.
Okay, yeah, I remember we talked
Yeah.
about it last year, but
We have 4 for the Range League Task Force and 2 for the course.
excellent.
So
Good. Keep the old pickleballers happy.
out they are.
All right, anybody got anything else?
The only thing,
Go for it.
the only thing I was gonna say was, you know, looking at this, getting back to that thing, that's awesome. I mean, that's kind of too big, obviously, for us, but
Yeah.
it's a scaled down version or something like that, you know, the natural wood with the, I think that would be awesome.
Like an amphitheater type thing.
Yeah, I mean, and the way it slopes away from the, if we did put it like where the stage usually is by the side of the tennis court there, it kind of slopes down away for it.
And if you had like a shell where it actually came down to the very backside down
Yeah,
to the bottom,
yeah,
it kind of sloped up.
yeah, yeah,
Yeah.
that'd be wicked cool. Anyway, that's the first time I'm seeing this. So,
Yeah,
yeah, maybe
That's
next
really
time,
cool, yeah.
cool.
as far as the beach with, I know you've been struggling with the sand, I mean, have you found any other kind of solutions to get,
The state won't let us.
can we not dig from and
We-
bring sand up from,
We'd have to get a excavator down and do it.
is an M&H down there? Right now?
In Rangeley, are
Yeah, aren't they?
they? Oh, no, they're in Quasit.
Are they in a closet? Okay,
Yeah.
dang,
Scared me there for a minute.
no, I don't know, I was thinking that.
Yeah, how does that, they have no problem with excavator, dip it in there, and pull, that's the thing that kills me.
Right, I know, that's
You
weird.
can't bring in sand, but you
But
can put an
but
oily,
can put a
greasy
green thing, yeah,
bucket on an
yeah.
excavator.
Yeah, I don't get it.
I would just love to see, I mean, at least sprucing that,
It needs to be.
it really does, yeah.
I mean, if anybody, when you go down there, you can see where it's supposed to be, right at the grass edge, how far it's dropped, the erosion.
Yeah.
It's crazy. I mean,
There's no money in the budget that we've ever put in for dredging or anything.
Next year, maybe we can start thinking about.
I know, if you wanna put it on your list, maybe reach out to a couple companies, just to have an idea what that would cost. I'd be curious what they would charge to go down there and pull some sand back.
I mean, I could still talk to some of the, talk to the state and, be like, what can we do? We need to fix this.
You know,
I mean, I even call it a safety hazard because it's getting down to where you're finding glass, you're finding all kinds of stuff. I mean,
I'm sure.
rocks are coming out and
Yeah, my experience working for the federal government was like, do you always talk to the same person at the state or different people or? Cause
it's different people, but they're all in the same office. They all talk
they
to
don't
each
talk to
other.
each other.
Yeah.
Cause a lot of times I would just keep calling until I got the right answer. from different
Well, that's
people.
my point. That's what I want to do. I want to keep on talking to me.
Yeah,
Like,
yeah,
this is
yeah,
getting worse. And I want to tell them, we don't feel comfortable putting a excavator in the water because of the
Right,
amount of oil.
right.
I could go that direction, see what they say.
Yeah, we're trying to be environmentally
Right.
conscious, I think. I mean,
And we're just talking about trying to fix what's eroded, that sort of thing, not expanding it, just.
Because I mean, you look at our excavator, you could end up looking at, all the oil on the side, just, you don't want that water.
Mhm.
and you get it, and that whole cove anyhow has a bad history of not really clearing itself anyhow, because the way the water comes in there. That was the whole goose poop problem years ago, so it's not like it's flushing itself out.
It's not Fort East today.
Oh, boy.
I've been hearing them.
Yeah,
We're down the park today.
I mean, it just makes no sense, if you got a dump load of sand that was, sifted. It really blows my mind. I have a problem with that.
It's crazy.
But, yeah, all right, I'll see what you can find out, if anything.
And I can talk to Brett too. He's very good.
Yeah.
When it comes to talking to them.
Yeah.
He knows a lot of that kind of stuff.
There you go.
The regulations along the shoreline and all
Sick
that.
Brett on
He
it.
might be a good person to help me with that.
Yeah, tell them it's a safety hazard for us
Yeah.
too, with stuff, it's down, because it's dropped down probably a foot, hasn't it?
Oh, at least.
Yeah, so I mean, yeah, there's stuff coming up that's.
There's a place where it drops pretty, it's pretty deep, so.
Safety and a health hazard.
And every rainstorm, that water just comes right down that grass. It's just. So,
All right then, anything else?
Oh,
Nothing, next meeting's the 15th? I believe it's May.
Yeah,
make a motion to adjourn at 5:15.
and I will follow up with my own third or fourth, second.
All right, all in favor? So moved. Thank you, guys.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Happy Easter.
Yeah,
Yes, that
yeah,
is correct.
yeah.
It is the day, isn't it?
Yeah.